What is up, guys? Euclid back here with you again, and welcome back to my channel. I made some promises recently, and one of those promises would return to the roots of my channel, and one of those roots happens to be the Halo series. Well, just yesterday on the 5th, there was a trailer released that has to do with Halo 2 Anniversary and the Master Chief Collection. Pretty sure it has something to do with Steam, just because I had seen some pictures, and with the confirmation that the Master Chief Collection is bringing Halo 2 Anniversary to the Steam Collection, I think it's appropriate to go over it. But there was a new trailer released called Machine and Nerve, and I thought, what proper way to get back into Halo, as it's the root of my channel, than with a root of my channel video type, so to speak. So we're going to go ahead and react to that now. Here we go.
The message just repeats. Regret, regret, regret.
Any idea what it means?
Dear humanity, we regret being alien bastards. We regret coming to Earth.
And we most definitely regret the Corps just blew up our raggedy ass fleet. Hoorah!
Looking good. Pretty short and sweet. Nothing too crazy, honestly. I think they're just doing it to commemorate the fact that the Halo 2 is good. There's not a lot to observe in this video, but we're going to go ahead and do that anyway, so let me pull my mouse a little bit closer here. One of the main things I notice, really, with this is that they're just highlighting Halo 2. That's all this is. The simple trailer just to commemorate that Halo 2 is coming to the Master Chief Collection on Steam. All the Halo titles together on Steam was something that, you know, a decade ago I never would have thought possible. I never would have thought it would have come to PC like it did. Of course, Halo 2 has been on PC before, back in the Vista days, wasn't it? Gosh, my first ever gaming PC was a Dell XPS 630, and back then Halo was on Windows Vista, and I was running Windows Vista. A lot of people hated that at the time too. I didn't really hate it, but I'm just a weird person, I guess. But anyways, the point is, throughout this trailer, and we'll go ahead and turn it down so we can rewatch it, one of the biggest things you'll notice is that they're just kind of glazing over these warthogs. But I gotta say, it's real spooky seeing
Any idea what it means?
seeing the warthogs in this game engine trailer, and just kind of seeing Halo 2 get that little bit of that love again. That's what I really like and I appreciate. I also like that you can see schematic readouts and stuff for the warthog popping up on the screen. That's nice. And it's almost like a rendition in between. You definitely have those guardrails on the front bumper sections and the rear sections, and then the turret shield, the personnel shield on the turret, but it's more of a 343. More of a 343 inspiration, so they kind of combine it, but you see features, I think, of both, and it definitely has more 343 features in my opinion, but it still looks good and makes sense. Now, I always prefer some things when it comes to Bungie UNSC vehicles, but still, it's really enjoyable, and I really like that. This video was not meant to be long. It's just kind of meant to be the spearhead of me getting back into Halo content, as it's been a while. I enjoyed my break away from it, I'm not gonna lie, and got to jump into some stuff that I really enjoy, and jumping into the Eastern European theater when it comes to shooters and survival horror has really benefited me, and it's been very rewarding. And the next video I'll be putting out will be the next part of our Metro Let's Play. But as far as Halo is concerned, yeah, I have some plans for Halo. Obviously, we're going to finish the Combat Evolved playthrough, but to see this love come back for Halo 2 and the commemoration of Halo 2 being brought to the MCC on Steam is very nice, and I'm more than excited for it because I cannot wait to play. The thing about Halo 2 with me is you guys have to realize that if you don't know already, Halo 2 is my favorite Halo title. Halo 2 was around when I was in the ending days of my high school years. I mean, it'd been around for a while, but it had been popular for many years. And we had a pretty large Halo 2 competition. There were 3 different sets of 16 players, if I recall correctly. Our high school was ancient, so we had portables, double-wide trailers above our high school up on a hill. Where I was from in Southeast Ohio, we would hold competitions in our football coach's classroom. Because it was the end of the year, seniors were encouraged to leave, and those of us that were still in school and everything were having competitions, and we would have these 16-player games. You know, at the time, that's the biggest that Halo had ever seen and had been for a while. We were playing, predominantly, most of the people in the room, this is a good story I gotta tell you guys, predominantly most of the people in this room, they were playing this big team battle setting, and we kept playing on 2 levels. one of which is my favorite, and that is Turf, the outskirts section from Halo 2's Old Mombasa. And I was very fond of the level, but I was also very familiar with the level. But anyways, there was one guy. He's a great guy. He was a good athlete. He was a decent acquaintance of mine, but he would only play SWAT. And I remember calling this guy out and saying, let's play it with traditional Halo, just regular big team battle, shields, weapons. He's like, fine, but we'll win anyways. He's like, only real gamers. At the time, that wasn't even like a cool term, because that's how old I am. He was like, real gamers play SWAT only. I'm like, and I called him out. I said, if you want to play with no shields, go play Call of Duty. It pissed him off. He's like, fine, we'll play it. So me and my buddies, I mean, these are some of the biggest nerds I grew up with. We weren't really the most popular of kids and weren't really the most well known, but we had our own circle, and there was quite a few of us, and we beat this dude's ass. He was a good dude, and he was a good sport about it, but at the end of it, it ended up with a team score. I think we were playing to 100. If we set up our settings, we were playing to 100, if I recall correctly. It's been a long time. And it ended up with a score of 100 to like 43. We stomped the shit out of him. It was on outskirts, and I remember being right beside the fallen scarab, and I killed him with the most overpowered equivalent of the Halo energy sword, and that was the Halo 2 energy sword. And this was back in OG Halo 2 days. Anniversary wasn't even thought of at this time, obviously. And I remember jumping, coming behind him. He was really good with the shotgun in Halo 2. My friends had kept their team pinned down around the army barracks section. If you guys recall, it's on the corner of the map that actually aims, if you look towards that corner from the street section where the Warthog spawns. This will be stirring up some memories of nostalgia for you guys. If you stare towards that way, you can see the New Mombasa bridge, the bridge that leads to New Mombasa in the background, the same bridge you cross. And I just remember seeing him run in the back corner, and my team and his team were having this big gunfight out in the middle, so I decided to chase him because he was so good with the shotgun, and he had stopped me twice from killing him with my sword. And you know, of course, I was playing as a Sanhili, and it was really fun. It was really interesting. Let me just click this off here because I'm getting a little crazy. The best part about it, I would have to say, was that I traced him back into that area. I saw him on motion sensor, and then his blip disappeared, so I knew he was waiting for me. So I made my blip disappear, and I snuck around a corner to get to this guy. And eventually, I managed to find out where he was hiding, because when I was coming around a corner, there were a lot of little UNSC ammo boxes and a lot of those old industrial-looking crates around around all sections of the outskirts level in Halo 2. And I saw one, I was looking around a corner, and I saw one of the crates just kind of go, boop. I was like, there you are, you motherfucker. So I literally just kind of like stood there for a second. I decided I would kind of jump for a second and then crouch and walk around. And so I backed up and hid for a second, walked around the other side, and he was aiming towards where I was before when I came around the other side towards that middle section. And it's hard to describe in words without showing you guys visually, but I remember him turning around, and the last thing I heard was, hey, motherfucker. He screamed. He threw his controller down in the middle of our coach's class, and he just screamed. Man, Halo 2 had some grand memories, but there are no memories more cemented in my brain as a Halo fan than LAN parties, which still happen from time to time, but are mostly a thing of the past. They're not as common now, with just everybody being able to access high-speed internet and playing online. They were fun, and if you have the ability to do it with your friends, I wholeheartedly recommend LAN parties. There's nothing like being able to scream across the room at your buddy and be like, hey, fuck you, you know, you're always using a DMR or a battle rifle, you coward, fight me up close. Calling each other cowards is a video game. It requires no pain, requires no courage, because it's not real, but it was just fun to call out your buddies and insult each other just like a bunch of people do. It was a really good time. It was a good part of my childhood, and to see Halo 2 get this kind of love and to really be talking about Halo 2, Halo in general, on my channel again feels really good. So I'm really excited. I hope you guys are. That was the reaction to the Machine and Nerve Halo Master Chief Collection Halo 2 Anniversary trailer. I am Euclid, and I will see all of you in the next video.